All right, today we're doing something a little different. Normally we just do rides. We don't actually tell us anything about ourselves or actually show our personalities other than what's behind the helmet. So today we're going to get into it with Haylie Edwards and see how she rides, what she likes, and what she plans on doing for the day. All right, everybody, meet Haylie Edwards. Haylie, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from.
So I am originally from Farmington, Minnesota, where I was born and raised, and I met Justin Edwards, the man behind the camera, and we ended up here in the lovely state of Montana. I guess right now we're in Idaho, but whatever. We typically ride in Montana.
Yeah, right now we're down in Island Park checking it out for the first time. I know it's kind of counterintuitive with a Montana channel and riding in Idaho, but we're using what we got where the snow where we can find it. So here we go. Do you have a lot of snowmobiling out in Minnesota?
Oh yeah, don't you know? All them trail riding all day long, going to bar, you know. No, I never rode a snowmobile until I met Justin, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Grew up in Minnesota. There's a lot of trail riding in Minnesota. A lot of people ride snowmobiles in Minnesota, but I never did until I moved to Montana. And I rode one time just because Justin needed someone to go with. He didn't have anybody to go with. And he was like, you should try it. Here I am, 4 years later, with a wrapped sled.
What
a Climb monosuit.
Why Arctic Cat? Why'd you pick Arctic Cat?
I picked Arctic Cat because my husband was an Arctic Cat rider, and we had a lot of really good luck with Arctic Cats. I don't have anything against Polaris, against Skidoo. Arctic Cat was just, they were good to us. We didn't have hardly any issues with them. And to be honest, I like the way they look. I think they look sweet. And cats are rowdy. You have to be an aggressive rider to ride them. And I find that super challenging because I am not really an aggressive rider. So it is really challenging, and I love a challenge. So here it is.
Cool. And what she means to say is they're the best. Just kidding. No prejudice. I know it looks like we're an Arctic Cat channel, but we're not.
Yeah, it's actually being filmed on a Polaris right now.
Yeah, actually.
GoPro's on a Polaris.
Yeah, we're this is an Assault Friends 800. So recently you well, not recently, but kind of relative, I guess, is last year you busted up your leg snowmobiling. How's that been getting back in it?
So it's been tough coming back, both mentally and physically. The mental part, especially in the beginning. We went to Cook City in June after I broke my leg and was mostly healed. And I had a full-on panic attack, hyperventilating, freaking out over this tiny little downhill slope. Like, it wasn't even big. It was nothing. And I panicked. Like, my brain just went full-on panic. My heart started racing, started hyperventilating. Everyone was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. So, you know, the mental part of it, getting out of my head, was really hard in the beginning. It was super hard to not look at every tree and go, oh God, you know, this is going to happen again. If I do this, you know, I could fall down and break it again or hurt it again. And, you know, that was like constantly running through my brain in the beginning. And, you know, it was hard getting probably back mentally more than physically. Obviously, I still have physical limitations with it, like doing wrong foot forward with this leg on the running board is hard, and I've had to basically teach myself, and Justin has had to basically teach me again how to even ride, because I had broken my leg. I now have metal in my leg, and I had an entire season off. So it was, you know, basically starting over again is basically where we were at. But it's been doing good. You know, and a little piece of advice for people that are coming back from injuries, and like other women riders out there and other riders who are kind of getting into the backcountry scene and getting into riding in the trees. You know, everyone always says, don't look at the trees. Don't look at the trees. Well, my brain like couldn't figure out what else to look at. I don't know. So when I was laid up, I watched all these GoPro videos of Justin, Jeff, you know, everybody in our group, Chris Brandt, all these people
He's not in our group.
You know, obviously not, but you know, all these professional
I mean, if he wants
riders,
to ride with us, feel free, Chris.
you know, all these professional riders, I watched their GoPros and I would pick lines and I'd start to look for my own lines, like what route would I have taken in that video? And it's transferred so much to my riding and has given me so much less anxiety, you know, than people, you know, don't look at the trees, but they don't tell you, look for gaps in the trees, look for a line. You know, that's something that I don't know why it didn't like register, it didn't click in my head until I sat there and watched all these point of view camera shots. And that's really helped me out too, a ton. Just sitting on my butt watching point of view videos, but it went really well, and I'm finally at a place where I'm comfortable on my sled again, and I'm comfortable with going in the trees without having a panic attack, so it's good.
Cool. And last, let's go over what is your goal? Hop over, backflip? I mean, barrel rolls are becoming a big thing. You want to try that?
Backflip number 1.
Okay.
No. My goals for this season, I want to be able to side hill in steep and deep terrain on both sides comfortably. In the trees, I want to be able to get to those spots that everyone talks about that I haven't really been able to go to before. You know, that is my biggest thing. Obviously, I really, my biggest goal is to just get back to enjoying riding, being able to perform on my sled and, you know, get, like I said, to those places that everybody dreams about and wishes they could get to. That's really my main goal, is to get to that point where I can just be comfortable on a sled again and be side hilling wrong foot forward and steep and deep trees and just be able to do some wild, crazy stuff like that.
Cool. Well, thanks, Haylie. Yeah, so we're gonna get back at it. It's a little foggy right now. Fog set in pretty good here, so we're gonna try and make the best of it, get some footage. I don't know how much of it will be great. It's pretty hamburgered out here down in Highland Park right now. But as always, on a bad day on a sled, still a good day. So yeah, stay tuned. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.